Did you spend the whole weekend yelling at the screen because your fantasy player wasn't doing exactly what you wanted him to do? Join in while we talk about why we did the exact same thing. Welcome to Not Advised, the fantasy football podcast not based on research. So if you lose, don't blame us. But if you win, we're definitely taking credit. What's up, guys? It's Matt, and I feel like a horrible fan right now because I can't celebrate when my team wins because I absolutely hate it.
I'm CJ. I can celebrate when we win, even though I don't agree with us winning.
I'm Raymond, and Kyle Pitts is my GOAT.
And talking about that fuckhead, he knocked me out of the playoffs this week. Just crazy, bro. I thought I had a chance after Thursday night because I still had my whole team to play. Ended up getting beat by 80 points.
Yeah. Wow.
Yeah, I got beat by the Falcons, essentially, right? If he didn't have any Falcons on his team, he would have had 80 less points. Absolutely nuts. But after week one of the playoffs, where are you two looking at? Raymond, I know about you. You had your one bye week. You're good. I know you're still in.
It's in pretty.
CJ, what's your playoffs looking like right now?
I had a bye week in one league, so I'm good. The other league I made playoffs in, I faced Kyle Pitts. I got bounced on Thursday.
That boy put up a legacy game to absolutely ruin a lot of people's hopes and dreams.
And to be fair, I also, on the team that I lost against Kyle Pitts, I have Trey McBride. So I thought I had a chance, but
I think he only scored like 8 less points than Kyle Pitts.
Yeah, he had 37 in my league.
That was the good thing about being on the bye. I had the balls to start Kyle Pitts just to see what happened. I had him and Trey McBride in the lineup. It was pretty nice.
That's disgusting.
Yeah. What did your team end up scoring?
No, I was kind of trying to do this thing where like I scored as little more points as possible.
It didn't work, by the way.
It didn't work.
It didn't work, by the way, because I think I had the other bye week in that league that Raymond has the bye week on, and I think my team put up like 192 points or something like that.
Golly.
Right now I'm projected after tonight's game 195.49. I'm still waiting on Kenneth Gainwell and Jalen Warren.
Yeah,
wow,
okay.
That may be highest points of season.
Real quick, because you said Jalen Warren, apparently, which is great for me because I was going to bring this up regardless, Jalen Warren might not play tonight because of an illness.
Yeah. Oh, I have
the same illness seems he had.
Possibly. I don't know. But I need Jalen Warren and DK Metcalf to forget that there's a game tonight. Because right now I am up 105.40 to 105.38.
I would love for DK just to not gets arrested on the way to the game like Tyreek, just doesn't get a single point.
If either one of them breathe on the football, I lose in fantasy.
No,
okay?
You don't have any more players tonight?
I don't have any players. He has Jalen Warren and DK Metcalf.
They're guaranteed at least a point.
So I'm just like praying that they forget that there's a game tonight, and
I'm right there with
they don't even show up. You know what I'm saying?
I just need DK to go pointless. That way I get an easier matchup in round 2.
There you go. It ain't
gonna happen though.
With that, I am projecting that I'm going to lose, right? Obviously, DK probably catches one fucking pass. But with that, I'll be in the playoffs in 3 leagues going into week 2 out of the 5 I could have been in. I lost one pretty badly, and then this one that I was just talking about, my team didn't show up at all. And I don't even know how I'm 0.02 in the lead right now, to be honest with you. But outside of that, the league that I didn't start Kyle Pitts in, I ended up winning by like 50 points still, which is crazy because I had 47 points on my bench.
Dang, could have been 100 points.
Yeah, it would have been nuts. But I did start Dalton Schultz, and he ended up with like 21 points as well. So all in all, still not too bad. But that's my big money league. That one is a $150 buy-in. So I'm hoping I go all the way in that one.
Nice.
We need to raise the buy-in for our league next year.
I would love to, but I feel like we have a bunch of bitches in our league.
Yeah, I'm not spending any more money. Have you seen my record in our league?
I'm in dead last place, so.
I was about to say, we are talking about raising it in our league, and all 3 of us are looking at the playoffs right now.
Like we're 11, 12, and 9.
Yeah,
I think.
Nuts.
Yeah, no shot.
Nuts.
I can't try. Well, you say that, though. I think I would probably take that league slightly more serious. Though I thought this year I actually thought I had a good draft, but the other
I thought we did
years,
way better than what we
other
ended
years
up.
I don't take it as
This
serious
was
as I
just a
probably
funky
should.
year, to be honest. Like, I don't know what happened.
I agree. I really do agree. Well, let's get into what happened this week. Let's start with the man, the myth, the legend himself, Patrick Mahomes, is now probably going to be out until
all next season.
Yeah. I don't know about all
November.
next season. I think he'll come back around week 4 next season.
They're cooked.
ACL tears aren't as bad anymore. They've like sped up the healing process for those. But yeah, I mean, Chiefs are out of the playoffs now, and Mahomes is hurt.
I mean, I heard Dylan Raiola just hit the transfer portal, so just come on down to Kansas City.
I don't know if the transfer portal works like that, but I love that idea.
It will soon.
I think that him tearing his ACL caused Kelce to retire.
Speaking
I
of,
could see that.
I read today and I had no clue. Kelce is the tight end 2 on the year.
No shot.
It doesn't feel
zero
like
way.
it.
No, he's not.
There's no way. Did you fact check this?
I did not fact check it.
Okay, let me pull it up.
But he was ending tight end 2 on the year. I just fact checked it.
You did?
Yes.
Wow. Oh my God, he is by 2 points.
Wow.
By 2 points. Did Jake Ferguson quit playing football? What the fuck happened?
I would have never guessed that.
Trey McBride is 100 points ahead of him.
Yeah, that makes sense.
Yeah, wow. These tight end rankings are wild.
Hey,
not gonna lie to you.
Speaking of which, Kyle Pitts is tight end 3, and I've got him and McBride.
That's also equally crazy.
Yeah, well, to be fair, he just scored 47 points.
Yeah.
It was almost a third of his points in one game.
Yeah. So what do y'all think about Kelce retiring? Do you think it's time? Do you think that?
I mean, he's only staying to win championships, and if Mahomes misses 4 games, 5 games next season, if not more, I don't think he stays.
He might sign like a team-friendly deal just to like be a locker room guy. And I promise I'm not trying to keep bringing him up, but please go sign Kyle Pitts. He's a free agent.
Yeah.
Let Kelce mentor him for a year. And
I love that idea.
I love that idea.
Brother.
Because I also think that Andy Reid would use Kyle Pitts like he uses Kelce.
Yes.
Which is exactly how Kyle Pitts should be used.
He's only 25,
more as like a receiver.
Bro. Only 25.
Yeah, just go literally stand in the middle of the field and catch the ball. That's all Kyle Pitts needs to do.
He's like the same age now that Kelce was in his second year, which is crazy.
Yeah, and he's had a rookie contract underneath him.
Yeah.
I think to go back to Kyle Pitts, I think this game, real life, not fantasy, I think it made him millions of dollars.
Yeah.
I think that game made him millions of dollars.
Yeah, because he hasn't been able to show off what he can really do. He's only had like 1 or 2 performances outside of this that made you think like, oh, he can be a good receiving option for this team.
He actually looked like Florida Kyle Pitts.
Like, it was in Florida too, so.
Y'all know more than I do, but I just don't understand why he hasn't been used like Jimmy Graham. Like,
I think
throw
it's
the
just
ball up.
The people that have ran that offense. I don't understand.
I don't know what kind of blocker Graham was, but I know Pitts ain't really a blocker. But
dude, like, whenever you drafted him, I thought he was going to be just a monster. Just have him on a go route every play. A linebacker can't catch up to him, and his safeties, he's just going to moss them, bro. Like, all you got to do is put him on a go route.
And if you put him out wide, there's not a cornerback big enough to really shut him down. I think he is honestly more of a receiver than he is a tight end. He's got that big body from the tight end standpoint. So
yeah, he's too slow to be a receiver. I mean, I say that, but he's quick for his frame.
I'd love to have him in Miami. Let McDaniel get a hold of him.
That'd be disgusting.
That might be something that y'all need. All y'all have is speedy guys. You need a big body to open up the middle of the field there. That way.
Darren Waller was eating like the first couple weeks.
He's going to be a Denver Bronco.
He's like 90 years old too. So, but.
Yeah, to circle back though, I think Kelce retires or like Raymond says, takes a team-friendly deal because assuming Mahomes is out 4 or 5 games, I mean, that's the first month of the season, and then unless they sign somebody, right? I mean, because there's plenty of people, Phillip Rivers, Colin Kaepernick, there's plenty of people.
Captain Kirk?
Yeah, Captain Kirk. I mean, plenty of people they can sign, but I don't foresee that happening.
Just go get Jameis. Like 6 games, perfect.
Jameis, yeah.
I would love to see Jameis Winston in that Kansas City offense. It would be absolutely electric. And there's no doubt in my mind if Jameis came to Kansas City, Travis Kelce would come back for another year.
Probably would.
Yeah, I don't know. That's going to be interesting. It may be time to just reshuffle that offense altogether. That
Just imagine
organization.
Jameis doing the Kermit impression in the locker room.
Oh my God, dude.
He'd probably do it in the huddle and everything. You know what I'm
Probably.
saying? He'd probably try to channel his inner Mahomes all the time. But I mean, listen, we'll stick with the tight end themes here. We talked about it a little bit, but McBride is just having a crazy year with the brisket at quarterback.
Yeah, he's quarterback proof.
He really is my GOAT, other than Kyle Pitts. I would never have started Pitts over him.
I don't know if he's quarterback proof. I don't know if you can say Trey McBride's quarterback proof because he wasn't producing like this with Kyler Murray. But ever since Jacoby Brissett took over, somebody that actually throws the ball and doesn't look like a toddler out on the field with everybody else, he's damn near the best tight end in football.
Yeah, I'm a little worried about next year. Who's going to be the quarterback there and situation? Who knows? It might be Fernando Mendoza.
Simpson.
Well, listen, as long as they're bigger than Kyler Murray and can throw the football down the field, I think they'll be fine with Trey McBride. But
do you see what Brady said on quarterback heights? He said this is going to be the last of the short quarterbacks. They don't get a good rap.
Baker's the only one really even
say that.
Essentially, yeah. I mean, not direct, but there was an interview of him talking about different quarterback heights and how the shorter ones never are successful. And then he compared Drew Brees and then Baker and BY and Kyler.
Russ is probably the most successful one. He's not even like super short. I think he's like 6'1".
Drew Brees.
Yeah, I was like, wait a minute. Who are we saying he's more successful?
I was thinking recently because Russ won one before.
Yeah,
that's fair. That's fair. Well, you know, I kind of agree with it, but it just depends on your play style. And honestly, I just think that Kyler Murray should have stayed with baseball.
I mean, we're talking about McBride here. I think he's going. Let me just assume here, first tight end next year.
Yeah,
probably back around 1.
Maybe Bowers.
I'm not letting you trick me into that again.
Depending on the
quarterback. You're not conning me into that for 2 years in a row, buddy.
Come on now.
Well, to be fair, Brock Bowers is like number 6 tight end.
I said, Raymond, do I draft McBride or Bowers? And he said,
Bowers. Yeah, but before this year, this is why I brought up this whole Trey McBride conversation to begin with, because before this year, Trey McBride was not even close to being the number 1 tight end.
Bowers is dead.
He barely scored touchdowns.
Hold on,
dead to me.
He was top 5 tight end last year with 1 touchdown.
Top 5 is not close to number 1 though. Whenever you look at tight ends,
that's fair.
Like it's just a what?
It's fair, Raymond. That's very fair. But yeah, I mean, as long as
on top of that, you're Brock Bowers dick rider, so like
me,
yeah,
I love Brock Bowers. I'm sold on that organization now. Like after this year, because I was a big believer in Brock Bowers. I still am.
He was tight end 2 last year.
Yeah, he was.
I think that's the closest that you can get.
I'm looking at it now. He had two receiving touchdowns last year. Brock Bowers was number 1 last year though, and that's pretty crazy considering he was a rookie last year. My eyes went wide for a second there because Jonnu Smith was number 4 last year,
and he only played
remember
half a season.
Yeah, remember all those games he did like what's his name?
I guess
did
I
earlier
wasn't
this year.
paying attention because
speaking of which, that's one of the greatest moves the Dolphins made is not signing him to a long-term contract. I do appreciate
that's the most Dolphins thing ever though. I'm so surprised y'all didn't.
Yeah, but hey, got rid of him, got Micah back. Whatever.
Well,
next
outside
year,
of that,
I'm not drafting a tight end early, but if I would, it'd be McBride. So don't draft them, people. Don't draft them. Don't do it.
Yeah, if CJ's locking him in early, you probably shouldn't draft him as a tight end. Well, outside of that, man, let's talk about Old Man Rivers for a second because it's not really Rivers in general that I want to talk about, but it's notable in this. The Colts held their ground against the Seahawks. Seahawks only scored field goals in this game.
Like 9 of them.
Myers went 6 for 6, and they won the game, which is crazy.
You have him on your fantasy team. What is that, like 15, 18 points?
He had like 26 points or some shit like that.
I think he's had like 15 points like the past 6 weeks or something.
That's unbelievable.
Yeah, it was insane.
Dude, imagine you have him and Kyle Pitts, bro.
Yeah. It's just over. It's over. But yeah, I mean, look, Seahawks won the game, but the Colts held their ground, which is what mainly I want to focus on here.
Look,
Does anyone with Michael Pittman know what he did? Because I don't know what Michael Pittman
yeah,
did.
I do. But let me just say this, and I know obviously it's not very true, but Grandpa Rivers led a game-winning drive. He led a game-winning drive. It's just the Colts defense gave up to let the Seahawks kick that field goal. But he did it. He did exactly what they asked the man to do. He had a touchdown pass. That ball is as wobbly as if we throw it. But Michael Pittman went 3 for 5 with 26 yards.
Okay, so
Yeah.
not very much. I think Rivers only ended up with like 180 yards or something like that, and it wasn't
Not
like
pretty.
none of it was downfield.
Well, you
Not
forget how
pretty.
jarring that arm angle is too. Like,
It's the craziest thing ever, bro.
I don't know if it looked the same when he was younger, but it just
No, it did.
it looks
Bro,
like it hurts.
Those balls had so much air under it. He couldn't complete a pass that was like a bullet pass. Every pass I saw was just asking to be intercepted.
Yeah.
I will say
Well,
it's kind
listen.
of hilarious how Danny Dimes tore his ACL last week and they just gave his number away instantly.
Yeah, that is kind. I saw something about it, but I think I saw Rivers talking about how he was just grateful that Daniel Jones was okay with him coming back and being number 17.
It's instantly all
That's
right.
hilarious.
Take it off.
Yeah. I mean, they just took.
Colts said it's over, dude. Just
Yeah, they
take
took
off the
him
jersey.
back behind the shed and just said, "Who are you?"
That's pretty crazy.
I assume he's starting the rest of the season, though, right?
AR is now available to come back. So
Oh, funny how that works.
Yeah.
All of a sudden they need him, and he's
I-
available to come back.
I think Rivers
Phil
is starting
Rivers.
this next week for sure. They might pivot to AR, but I doubt it unless Rivers just gets dementia or something.
I just don't see them going back to AR, especially.
Yeah, no way. Not of everything
I
that
think-
happened in the offseason.
I mean, even past that, like we're at a point in the season where experience matters now.
Right, but
Mhm.
what do they have to lose? I mean, they're not going to make the playoffs with Philip Rivers.
And why would they turn around and maybe use Anthony Richardson for half of a game when he's just going to get hurt again?
So my thought process there would be to like have him put on like an audition to trade him,
Yeah, draft
Like-
capital.
try to get some hype behind him, maybe recoup a 3rd round pick or something.
Yeah. Well, is he still on his rookie contract?
Drafted 2022.
Some
So it'd be up 2 years and 2 years.
Yes,
next
he's the same
year.
draft class as CJ Stroud and BY.
Yeah, this is their 3rd year, right?
So yeah, 2 more years.
Okay. All right. Well,
Really
I
want
don't
if
know.
they don't
Maybe
pick
we'll
up
see
the-
AR again.
The
Yeah, one
option.
if they don't pick up the option. Though, I mean, I can safely say now, and I'm very shocked to say this out loud, I think the Jaguars have that division on lock. Don't sleep on the Texans,
They were
but the
playing
J-
the Jets.
but the Jaguar, buddy, they looked good.
Yeah.
The Jags looked like it's theirs to lose at this point.
Crazy to say that, Raymond, that they were playing the Jets when they're 10-4 and they have looked good for pretty much all season.
Yeah, but they're just
Not at the beginning. We were ragging on them
yeah.
12 weeks ago.
But really, who have the Jags beat? Like
10
This isn't
teams.
college football, Raymond. You can't say that. They
Oh.
actually play good people.
They have played and beat 10 teams.
Okay.
Who those teams are, I have
Nine,
zero idea.
nine
but-
if you want to not count the Jets.
yeah, 9 if you don't want to count the
So
Jets.
they beat Carolina. Houston.
Don't say, Carolina's
Their
beating some
division-
big teams right
They're
now.
leading the
It was
division.
the first week of the season though, so like
Okay, fair.
they weren't there yet. They beat Houston. That's a fine win. Division. San Francisco, Kansas City, Vegas, the Chargers, Arizona, Tennessee, Indianapolis, and the Jets. So it's like
Okay, wait. They've actually had a cake schedule. Wait, they've only played like 2 good teams.
yeah, so
Guys,
one.
What's a cake schedule?
The
What's a cake
Raiders,
schedule?
the-
Okay, cool.
the Jets.
I will say 8 of their wins are suspect.
8.
Yeah.
Name the teams that you
Chiefs.
think are
Okay,
suspect.
Panthers week 1. Houston at the beginning of the season.
Okay.
Facts.
I
I hate
don't.
to say this. Kansas City.
The Chiefs. Yeah, 100%.
Okay, that's crazy. 'Cause the Chiefs have not. It's not like the Chiefs are fucking 3-11, guys.
Raiders, Cardinals, Titans, Colts, and Jets.
Bro, that's all.
Colts. Putting the Colts on there is nuts, bro.
Daniel Jones got hurt.
Yeah.
So
They
what?
literally had Riley Leonard out there at
So
quarterback.
what, bro?
Okay,
y'all,
fine.
y'all are insane. Y'all are
Besides
not
the Colts, all of
those.
those other ones are cake, and you
Okay.
can't tell me.
Yeah, just five
The
of their
Chiefs
wins
are
are
6
suspect.
and 8. That is not cake, by the way.
Currently, when they played them, they were cheeks, brother. They didn't have a receiver.
5 of the wins are even suspect. So, like, half of their wins. It's
Yeah,
literally
I
the
think y'all are hating.
2022 Miami Dolphins. They
I
literally
think y'all
just
are
hung
hating.
50 points on a team, just like the Dolphins did.
Who do they face for the rest of the year?
Denver, Indianapolis, and Tennessee. So they're going to get 2 wins.
I'm taking them over Denver, too. Watch.
It's in Mile High.
Yeah, watch. Trevor Lawrence is going to come in there and use the force against them with his fucking long-ass nose that he has.
The Force couldn't save them from Patrick Surtain.
Yeah, but who cares about Patrick Surtain when you have Travis Etienne out the backfield? That man was catching everything this past week.
Broncos are going to smoke them. Broncos by 10.
We'll see. But let's move over to the Bengals real quick because Joe Burrow is retiring, or at least that's what I've heard everywhere since the beginning of this past week. What do you
cleared
guys
up his
think about-
rumors. He cleared it up in the press conference this week.
Oh, I didn't hear it. What did he say?
He said he's not mad at Cincinnati. It was just how he feels about the game overall. Doesn't make me feel better.
You know, it feels a lot better. Sean McVay and the Los Angeles Rams when Matthew Stafford retires.
You think it's going to happen? I've seen
something's gonna
rumors because they have the Falcons pick and they have their pick where they could possibly package it and make their way over to Cincinnati to try to get old Joe to come and take Matthew Stafford's spot.
It's just a matter of if he forces Cincinnati's hand. I mean, Cincinnati's not really a team that cares about winning. They just want to make money from everything I've heard. So
yeah, that ownership is terrible.
Yeah, I mean,
I saw they didn't even shovel the seats for the snow this week, and everybody on the internet was saying that they're about money, that it's cheaper for them to pay the fine than it would be to hire people to shovel the snow off the seats.
Yeah,
that is insane.
They do not care.
How does the NFL not step in when something like this is happening?
They'll fine the organization. Yeah, and then they pay that. Yeah, exactly. But it's cheaper for them to pay the fine.
But a fine isn't really stepping in.
I mean, I don't know what else you do.
I mean, I don't know. Force someone's hand here. Change that ownership. That ownership's got to go. Because I can't see my boy Joey Burr depressed like he is.
Dude, he's
I can't see
down bad.
Jamar Chase not have a good year again.
And they're eliminated from the playoffs.
Speaking of that, how do y'all think that's going to affect, like, fantasy-wise? You think Joe Burrow's just going to phone it in? Or
that's exactly what I was about to bring out. Yeah, like, I mean, but if you're Joe Burrow, maybe the coaches, definitely not the organization, they don't care. I don't know if I want Joe Burrow playing. I don't know if I want him risking another injury because that O-line's so bad. I don't know if I want him out there playing.
Yeah, but, like, that's my starting quarterback, dog. Like, I need him in fantasy.
I mean, he sells tickets. I mean, they want him playing too as the owners because he brings people to the game.
I want him playing because I have Jamar Chase in a league where I need Jamar Chase to do good.
If I'm Joe Burrow, I don't know if I want to play.
That's like a big problem I have with fantasy is like when the playoffs start, either teams have already clinched a playoff spot or they're eliminated. So they're just going to like not play their good players or not really try as hard.
Yeah, that's why you start the playoffs early. That's why you start them this week.
Yeah, but like by now, like a lot of teams, like let's say like a couple years ago, the Bills had the number 1 seed locked up. Like, you really risking Josh Allen going out there?
Yeah, well, because there's still a lot to play for. Like, even if you lock up a playoff spot, you're trying to
incentives.
Yeah, incentives. You're trying to clinch the number 1 seed because you want the bye. Like, there's a lot of things to still play for. It's pretty rare that you find, like, it's the reason that nobody plays in nobody plays fantasy playoffs till week 18 because
that last
week 18 is normally whenever they might sit their players for the game or something like that. It's very rare you see a team trying to take 3 weeks off, 4 weeks off before the playoffs. That's just not feasible.
Yeah, I don't know. I think fantasy playoffs here soon though might have to be like pushed up another week just because
okay with that.
Like if you're in the championship and like I said, they got the number 1 seed locked up, Josh Allen might not play that game, or he might play half a game.
Sure. I totally understand what you're saying. It's very valid.
I think it's with all like the analytics nowadays that they're telling people to like rest and load management like the NBA is doing.
I hear you, but I raise you on that the NFL makes probably billions of dollars a weekend on sports betting, so they would
Yeah.
never be able to openly load management people. Now, could a Josh Allen maybe pop up with an illness? Maybe, but they're never gonna
Well,
sit him.
I can agree with that. But since we're talking about Josh Allen so much, the Bills
He's
have
winning
done it
MVP.
again.
He's winning MVP, bro.
Brother,
They're going the chip. It's gonna be.
They don't have to go through Kansas City no more.
Yeah, it's gonna be Bills Rams. Lock it in right now. Bills Rams.
I have bet against, well, not bet, but I have picked against the Bills
Why?
2 weeks in a row.
You're an idiot.
And each week, I feel so good going into the fourth quarter.
The Bills
and then
are
the fourth
Bills,
quarter
bro.
happens, and then they win to win the game, bro.
It's
so irritating.
I figured it out. I know exactly why the Bills are going to Bills, and I said it last week. Something happens. Josh Allen throws up, and then he turns into Superman.
Apparently, he throws up throughout the whole game. By the way,
yeah, everybody said, brother, that's called anxiety.
He's currently third in betting odds for MVP.
Third?
Who's ahead of him?
Matthew Stafford.
Of course.
Okay. Yeah.
Drake May.
Ooh.
Well, okay. Oh, that sucks for you.
I feel like I'm having deja vu with this conversation.
Yeah, that sucks for you, but like it kind of makes sense. Drake May's had an incredible season.
You know who's number 4?
What's that?
You know who's number 4?
Who?
Oh,
Bo Nix.
Bo
you don't know
Nix.
Bo.
Yeah,
You don't know
no
nothing about
shot,
Bo,
brother.
You don't know Bo.
No shot, bro.
Bro, they have 10 wins. What do you mean?
I think they have 11.
To be
wins.
fair,
11 wins.
He's tied with Sam Darnold and Trevor Lawrence, Jackson Smith and Jigba.
My God, JSN's even up there. I love that. Man, I really wish that JSN didn't have that kind of blowout of a game, so that he could possibly be even further up on those boards.
Listen, I don't care what you say. Josh Allen's he's gonna win the MVP somehow. He throws up at halftime and turns into like superhuman, bro. I don't know how they do it.
I hope
week
Stafford
after week.
wins it just that way, because right now nobody agrees that he's a Hall of Famer, but he's a Hall of Famer. In
What
my
do you
opinion.
mean nobody agrees?
Who's not agreeing?
It's not consensus. Like everybody's like 50-50 if he's a Hall of Famer or not.
Nah.
How?
Whoever's on that wrong side of the 50 are idiots, by the way.
I don't know how. I mean, it's just all these TikTok podcasts like us that I'm seeing, but like, I mean, people argue if Eli Manning's a Hall of Famer
He's got Super Bowl rings
He does got two of them
against the GOAT.
against Brady.
Yeah.
But yeah,
One of them against an
Stafford's a Hall of
undefeated
Famer in
team.
my opinion. Like he's been
Oh,
doing
100%.
Oh,
2009.
not to go back 20 minutes ago, but did y'all see the reason why Phillip Rivers decided to come back?
Was it because of the Matt Stafford thing?
No.
Because he's like, I think Matt Stafford was like 40 or 60 yards away from, what is it?
Allegedly, his insurance is going to run out.
Oh,
I seen
I don't
something
think,
about that.
yeah, I don't think he decided to come back for that.
I think so.
I think he decided to come back because they asked him to come back.
No,
But
he needed
it was
insurance.
great timing. Yeah, it was about to run out.
I did see the Matthew Stafford thing.
I mean, he got 17 kids. Like you need that insurance, dog.
Yeah, and now
Yeah,
he's got it
apparently
free
lasts
for
for
another
5
5
years.
years. Yeah.
Yep.
Smart. 200 IQ by Phillip.
Is he a Hall of Famer?
Again, I think that one's 50-50. He doesn't have
Yeah.
a ring.
I don't think he is.
I could see an argument for it. I do think that he was a phenomenal quarterback, but like you said, he doesn't have a ring. It's hard.
He's Hall of Very Good.
He's Hall of Very Good. I agree.
I like that. Well, let's move on to another quarterback here. Jackson Dart has been balling recently, but apparently,
talking about shutting him down, bro. Please, he's got a concussion like every game he's played in, man.
that's what I was gonna say. Reportedly, he has played 50% of his games with a concussion, including the one this weekend.
Brother, he is on the Tua Tagovailoa speed run.
I just think that he's a tough cookie. So I don't know if it's gonna be a.
He's been hanging out with Scat too much. Like that is the worst thing they could have done was draft that man.
Yes. Okay, I can agree with that one. It does seem like that's all he's doing is like taking from Scat, but I don't know. I think he's gonna be okay.
Even playing him, bro. Like shut him down.
Yeah, play Jameis.
Dude.
Oh, they could get the number 1 overall pick and then trade that and
yeah, they're literally he's playing for no reason. He's got no receivers, though. I'm gonna mispronounce his name because of Raymond's got it trolled in my head, but Wandale is, dude, he's actually may not be terrible.
No, Wandale is like that. Like
Yeah.
even CeeDee Lamb said, like he's like top 5 in route running.
He
Yeah,
may
I
actually
love
not be bad.
Wendell.
But anyways, besides the point, besides him, I don't know who they have out there. Why are they playing Jackson Dart, dude, when he's got concussed in like probably literally every game? Doesn't make sense.
We just need to teach him how to slide.
Like, he's the one that can be shut down, Raymond, and like everybody be like, okay, we understand.
Yeah.
Yeah, because his brain is scrambled eggs right now.
Yeah, but that's what I'm saying. Like a lot of times, like I don't remember what year it was, like the 2013 Jaguars were like they were always down so much, and in garbage time for Blake Bortles was like the top 5 quarterback on the year. Imagine him leading you like to the championship game, and like they're like out of playoff contention or whatever, in contention for the first overall pick, and they just set him for like 2 games, and you're just screwed.
Yeah. Yeah, it's possible. It happens, but like I said, it's just
Gotta have the depth, I guess.
yeah,
I
gotta
just
have the
don't-
depth.
I don't know why they're playing that poor kid.
Yeah,
It makes no sense to me.
I love it though. I love Jackson Dart.
Did they
a
hire
lot.
a new head coach?
Not yet.
I didn't think so. Poor guy.
Well, let's move on to some more injuries here. Devontae Adams
Oh,
might be shut down for the rest of the season
his
with
hamstring,
a horrible
right?
hamstring injury. Yeah.
Get him healthy for playoffs. Even though I guess they don't have that division locked up yet. Like,
No, it's still Seattle's.
and I think San Fran's still in it, which is insane.
That's crazy. Yeah, that's nuts.
Yeah.
What's San Francisco's record?
I think they're like 10-4.
Yeah, 10-4. The Seattle's 11-3, and the Rams
Wow.
are 11-3. So
Yeah,
they're
but
just 2 games out.
that'll be shored up this weekend because it's the Rams against the Seahawks this weekend. So.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Who else
That'll
does
be-
San Fran play? San Fran play Seattle in week 18.
Yeah,
That might be for the division.
yeah. These next 2 weeks to determine that
Which
division.
is
That's
insane
crazy.
considering like how many injuries San Francisco's had.
Mac Jones, brother. Mac Jones.
He really
crazy.
saved their season.
I don't know who they have as receiver.
Not
Juwan
Pearsall.
Jennings,
Kendrick Bourne. Is he still?
CMC
maybe.
Yeah,
Christian McCaffrey.
CMC and Kittle.
and Kittle.
Yeah. Well,
But, like, actual receivers, I
I
know-
think Juwan Jennings had 2 touchdowns this past weekend, I think.
He's real. He's actually playing. He's
Yeah.
not hurt. Okay.
Yeah, I have him on my team and had to play him. So
So Ricky Pearsall, Juwan Jennings, DeMarcus Robinson, Kendrick Bourne, Sky
Bro.
Moore.
If they make a
Jesus.
deep playoff run with that roster with the amount of injuries that they've had, CMC's the GOAT. Like,
Yeah,
no questions.
he might need to be MVP. Like he's not even in top whatever voting, but
Yeah, he should be MVP. Bro, what do you
He
say,
should
Matt?
be.
He's probably up to 90 catches now because I remember he was at 80
oh
something.
yeah, he was at 85, I think, last week. But yeah, he should be. Let's see here. He's the number 1 overall fantasy player right now. By the way,
Yeah,
he
of
has
course
one.
he is.
He has 1 more point than Josh Allen. You say, of course he is, but he's like
he has 86
normally-
receptions for almost
Yeah.
1,000 yards, 820.
How many
Yep.
rushing yards does he have on top of that?
920, or no, I mean 922,
So he's got 100 more rushing yards than he does receiving yards,
and he has 14 total touchdowns.
and nobody's talking about it. I feel like
Yeah,
Nobody.
1,740 yards from scrimmage and 14
Wow.
touchdowns. Nobody's talking about it.
So he's going to break 2K.
I mean, healthy CMC season is
Probably,
almost
yeah.
a guaranteed 2K.
That's crazy.
I didn't put this down, but we're talking about running backs, so I'm going to bring it up real quick. Jahmyr Gibbs, over the
Dog.
past 7 weeks, has had 9 touchdowns.
Jesus.
4 of those weeks, he's had 0 touchdowns. Yeah. So the past 7 weeks, this is how his games have gone: 0 touchdowns, 3 touchdowns, 0 touchdowns, 3 touchdowns, 0 touchdowns, 3 touchdowns, 0 touchdowns. You know what's happening next week?
Oh,
3
you wanna- you-
touchdowns.
Hey, everybody in the world, go take Jahmyr Gibbs for 3+ touchdowns next week because it's
That's
almost
incredible.
guaranteed to happen. Okay.
I'm so glad the Jahmyr Gibbs owner's out of the playoffs in our league.
Yeah, that's
'cause
deadly.
Jahmyr Gibbs is a problem, brother. Oh my God. But anyway, back to our injuries. Let's get out of
Yeah.
that.
What do we? I mean, first up, before we talk about Devontae and how severe maybe, do we know what's wrong with Puka? Because that last play of the game, he looked like to me he couldn't stand up.
No, I haven't seen anything. I saw that he
Okay, then he must
could
be healthy.
injured. Yeah,
Okay.
but he's probably fine.
I seen he left the game and then he came back, but that's,
Oh, he did come back.
that's all.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
It was cramping. He had cramping.
Cramps.
Yeah.
I feel like
Interesting.
he's just one he's like Jalen Waddle, one play a game. He's gonna go out there, looks like he's dead, and then he comes back, and then he's great.
Yeah. Well, I think it's probably because it does so much for that team.
He plays very hard.
Yeah, he does.
Yeah,
He is,
I think them missing Devontae, if he's out any extended period of time, I don't know how you replace his touchdowns.
I mean, I know it's gonna sound stupid. Tutu Atwell's coming back, so I like
That sounds
Tutu.
stupid.
I know, but he's good. He's got
Tutu is good though.
He's got speed.
And
I remember
the
when
way
they
that-
drafted him.
with the way that Stafford's been playing, I think Tutu will be a great addition if Devontae's out for the time being.
he's like the speedy guy that they need because Puka's
Yeah.
slow, Devontae's old.
I don't know that one guy. I don't even remember his name. Ferguson.
Parkinson,
Yep,
Colby
Parkinson. Yeah,
the
that
tight
guy.
end.
Yeah. Oh, he's a tight end?
Yeah.
Oh, hey, he's not bad. I thought he was a receiver. I thought he was a receiver, I swear. Dude, he looked
Too
great on
funny.
those catches that he had this past week.
Yeah. Well, other than let's talk about another leg injury that's kind of big here. Did Jerry Jones win the trade now that Micah Parsons has torn his ACL?
He's getting the last laugh, for sure.
I mean, yeah, but you can't really count that as a win for Jerry. He's
No, I
still
Sure
think-
you
wrong.
can. I bet he
I'm gonna be
does.
honest with you. I thought he won the trade regardless, but
Think
I
so?
bet he laughed himself to
did.
sleep last night.
I mean, they did swap him out basically for they got an extra first round pick and got what's the guy from the Jets?
Williams,
Yeah,
Quentin
Quinnen
Williams.
Williams.
Quinnen Williams. I wanted to say Jamal Williams. Yeah, Quinnen Williams.
Yeah, Quentin
Yeah.
Williams. That's why I think they won. Quentin Williams
they
has had a
definitely-
really good year this year.
He's
Yeah,
great. He was rotting our way on the Jets.
Yeah,
Yep.
talent just wasting away. But yeah, Jerry won. Unfortunately, obviously you can't expect an injury, but I think that hurts the Packers way more than what people are realizing.
Was he still on a snap count before he got hurt?
No.
No.
Mm-mm.
Oh,
No,
No,
he should.
it was
been, I
only for
guess.
like the first 3 games that they had him on a snap count, and then he's been full go ever since
I
then.
never really catch any Packers games. They're never
Well-
on red zone during on defense.
Yeah, they don't. I feel like they just. I don't know how they win their games. If I'm being honest with you, I don't ever see highlights of them scoring touchdowns.
It's
so-
just
I do.
Josh
You know who I
Jacobs.
see? Josh Jacobs. Yeah,
Josh
that's all I
Jacobs.
see.
That
Speaking of
and Christian Watson
getting
killing
hurt,
himself.
yeah, he got hurt again. I think he broke a collarbone. I don't think that man's
Really?
been healthy his whole career.
Brother, he is the Mike Evans just made out of glass.
100%. I agree
Yeah.
with that. I think Christian Watson is a phenomenal receiver. He just cannot stay healthy.
Bro.
ever.
Yeah, the 2 games a year he plays. If it's not a
It's
hamstring,
insane.
it's something else.
Like him and Jordan Love have like a lot of chemistry too. It seems like he just chunks it down there. He's down there somewhere, and just falls and he scrapes his knee and he's out for the rest of the year.
Yeah, and it happens to be like a grade 3 hamstring sprain. Like, it's nuts. But both of those injuries, I think, hurt the Packers more than what we realize.
Yeah.
Especially
It's gonna
the Micah one.
It's going to be tough sledding going into the playoffs for the Packers losing such an important piece on their defense like that. Well, last little thing I wanted to talk about here before we jump into bold predictions. Tony Pollard is the first running back since Derrick Henry's prime to record 100 plus yards rushing in 2 games in a row.
That offense is the most confusing thing I've ever seen in my entire life. Come
It
out.
really is, bro.
They show him on red zone, and I just see Cam Ward running for his life and then throws the ball across the field. I mean, what you're not supposed to do as a quarterback. Completes it. I don't get it. And then the receiver he throws to in the middle of the field wide open drops it. And then somehow we have Tony Pollard.
And then they return a kick for a touchdown.
Yeah.
It really does feel like every time they're on red zone, that's what it is.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And
yeah.
then Tony Pollard somehow secretly gets 100-yard rushing games.
Yeah, two
I don't
in a
know.
row. But
Yeah,
it
2 in
doesn't
a
make
row.
any sense. I like how you frame that there because it doesn't make any sense how he's rushing for 100 yards and yet Cam Ward is
It's just
rushing for
chaos.
100 yards backwards
Yeah.
every time he has the football in his hand.
I feel for Cam Ward, poor guy.
I hope to God they get the first overall pick so they can trade it and just build around him.
Yeah, they should trade back.
I still hate it. I love Cam Ward so much. If he was on the Hurricanes right now, dude, he'd have a Heisman Trophy and a national championship coming.
Yeah, but instead he's got like $28 million.
Yeah, I know. I'm just
and a really bad football team around him. It's great. It was such a good trade-off, to be honest with you. But
It
let's
probably feels like when he played before he transferred to Miami. Where was that? Washington State?
Yeah, that
Yeah.
and some other I can't think of the name of it.
you're
Incarnate Ward or
You're
something.
comparing the Tennessee Titans to Washington State.
It's the same star players that he's throwing to, probably 3-star bums.
Oh, I love that. That's
Yeah.
funny.
I don't know how Tony Pollard has snuck out 200-yard rushing games in a row, though. Can he keep it up and break 1,000 yards this season? I don't even know how many yards he's at. Poor Tony
I have no
Pollard.
idea, but I think he's only had one other 100-yard rushing game this year outside of these two. So
That offense. Ugh.
yeah, it's terrible, but I think it will be good. I do, like Raymond says, I think Cam Ward's going to be phenomenal.
Yeah.
And as long as they build around him,
They just got to give
see
him
good things.
time. Like, they can't give up on him.
Yeah. Well, luckily that organization's not known for just giving up on players like, say, the Browns or anything like that. So maybe we'll be good to go. But
Can we talk about that real quick?
Shador?
Yeah.
Yeah, go ahead. What do you want to say about it?
I still think he's getting too much hate, man.
100% he is.
Listen, okay, that pass at Jerry Jeudy where it turned out to be an interception.
Brother, I thought that was
I've watched that at least 20 times. I have no idea how the defender got the ball.
I thought that was a touchdown. Like, I thought it was a lucky touchdown.
I thought it was a touchdown too.
That's
you know why it wasn't though? Because Jerry Jeudy sucks.
That's not Shador's fault.
He's just a jag, as Steve Smith would say.
He's like that random ambulance pop off like twice a year.
Yep.
And then just disappear.
Yep.
Yeah, try to act like he's good and he's not. But yeah,
I
think Shador is. I think he's so good, bro. I really do think he's so much better than Dylan Gabriel and fucking Joe Flacco, whoever the fuck they try to bring in there.
I think he's a starter. I think he could be better than some of the other starting quarterbacks in the league. And I could go down a list and name them. But
they play Buffalo this week, so
that's not fair to Shador, bro.
Yeah, well, let's
Buffalo's defense is terrible.
Oh,
so
okay.
They should be fine. Like,
we'll see. so is Cleveland's offense outside of Shador. They don't really have anybody.
They play
bro.
Buffalo.
Even Quinshawn Judkins has slowed down pretty massively.
I've not even heard of that guy since like week 3.
Quinshawn Judkins, whatever the odds are, bet over his rushing yards this week.
Okay.
The Bills' rushing defense is terrible.
I also think Myles Garrett sacks Josh Allen to be the sack leader and win and win whatever sack game that's out there.
But they play Buffalo, Pittsburgh, and then Cincinnati. So
tough sliding for the rest of the year. It might be a competitive game against Cincinnati,
though. We've seen this happen 1,000 times. The Cleveland front office, they're not going to believe in Shador. They're going to go and try to get a quarterback. It's not going to work out. Week 8 runs around. Shador's going to come back, be the starter, and just go off.
I mean, they currently have the 4th overall pick.
My point. They're going to draft Fernando Mendoza when they don't need to.
Dante Moore if he declares.
And they don't need to. I think after watching these few games that the front office is sabotage. The whole entire coaching staff is sabotaging Shador, but I think he's a starter.
I will say, if y'all gave Spencer Rattler a year, give Sanders a year.
Yeah, he doesn't even need a year, brother. Just give him at least half an O-line and some another 2 weeks.
There's nobody in this draft I would replace him with.
No, I think he's fine for next year. Now, if he's not great next year, then we can revisit the conversation.
Yeah, but we haven't seen enough from this year. But let's go ahead and jump into some bold predictions here. I'm just going to start it off because I've kind of already said it. I think the Jaguars are going to beat the Denver Broncos this week.
That's kind of crazy.
Not big on that one. I think it's going to be a massacre.
Let's hear yours, Raymond. Go ahead.
It's not even bold. This is probably the least spicy thing I can say, but it's the Bird Bowl. Cardinals versus Falcons. I think we're going to see about 6 touchdowns from tight ends this week.
It's only not bold because they kind of did that this week. But if that happens in that game, it will be a bold prediction, 100%.
I will say, I came into this going to say Kyle Pitts is going to be a league winner these last few weeks.
I think so too.
Well, looking back the last couple of weeks, he's had 15, 18 points leading up to this breakout game.
Yeah, but that's the issue, brother. Outside of this week, he had not had more than 18 points the entire year.
Yeah, but he had 18, 16, 14 points the last 3 weeks. He's been building.
18, 15,
That's
16,
a lot different.
not 47, brother.
Yeah, I understand. Anyways, to wrap this bad boy up, I don't know if this is bold, but I think Chicago finally beats Green Bay in Chicago. I think
like
the
that.
Bears own the Packers
I like that.
in
I like that a
Chicago.
lot.
We'll see.
Speaking of that, I seen earlier that Caleb apparently with the first 1,000 passes has like the lowest interception ratio ever.
Wow.
Which all of his
Please,
passes.
somebody, please do not tell him that.
I thought he was throwing a lot more picks than he has been.
No. But that's awesome, man. Well, listen, guys, don't forget to check out our college episode where we'll have a special guest on this week, and CJ will be taking over that episode as well this week. And then one thing I want to leave you with, boys, is that I am officially cooked. Jalen Warren is active. I will see y'all next week when hopefully I'm still in the playoffs for 3 leagues.
Stay tuned.
Thank you all for watching. If you enjoyed this podcast, please follow us on all socials at Not Advised Podcast. Again, this was Not Advised Podcast, the fantasy football podcast based off of vibes and opinions. So if you stay winning off this nonsense we are spitting, we want to split in.